everyone, it's Kay here. We're continuing on with Junk Journal January, which is hosted by Meg of Meg's Journals, and I'll put her links below. And I've forgotten again. Unbelievable. Get Messy Art, that's what it is. And I'll put their links below as well. And so I'm just going to do the last couple of prompts. I'm missing a couple here because I've just don't know what to do with it. I know I'm getting sort of at the end when I'm running out of ideas, because I don't have a repertoire of huge amount of ideas. Anyway, so 27 was lyrics. Because I don't really have a favourite song or whatever. So, and I just thought I just didn't know what to do for lyrics either. Or if I chose a song and maybe did a collage around that, I don't know, because there's just too many songs. I don't have one that sort of sticks in my head at the moment. So I'm going to do 28, which is Grungy. So I've got this from a art book that I got from an op shop. So I'm just going to sort of like create a bit of a, I don't know whether to create a large pocket or a wraparound page thing. I can't think of what to do. I could do a side pocket. I very rarely do side pockets. Let's do a side pocket. Oh no. Yeah. Because it's soft, of course it's going to stick, isn't it? It's a nuisance doing that. Trim that off a bit more. It's very lopsided, extremely lopsided. That'd be better. So I don't know if I'm interpreting this correctly, because I'm never too sure what to do for Grungy. I think it might be more industry than Grungy, but we'll see how it goes. So we've got some vintage photo. Do I want, no, I want, sorry, I should have got this out before, I forgot. Oh, it's out already. Ground espressos are out already. Don't know what to use this one or not. Bit of, maybe, anyway, so see how we go with this, this prompt. I've got a multitude of things here, I just don't know where to start. Whether I'll do more than one prompt today, I don't know. I just want to, I've got some ideas here, so I'm thinking I should do them while I've got the ideas, whether before I forget. Or what happens is when I have the ideas, I don't know about you, but I tend to sort of stay awake then, wanting to do it. So let's see how we go. I'm not a colorist as such, so I'm not too sure how this is going to go. Just got a spritzer here. Has it got water in it? Yes, it has got water in it. Spray that with a bit of, and I've got some watercolours here. Just going to, oh, where'd it go? Where did it go? My dress. Let's see if that sort of flows a bit. Probably not. A little bit, not much. Put a bit more water on it, and then it'll take ages to dry then. So I could go back and wait till that dries, and then do the other prompts while I'm waiting, maybe. So I've got brown. Oh, is that brown? It's olive. And a bit of mustard yellow. Right, because it's still very wet, I really can't do the other things I want to do, which is the stamping and the collaging, so I'm going to have to dry that. didn't sort of go as much as I thought it was going to, so disappointed there's not brown. Let's have a look. I've got a brown here, or mustard colour. That's not coming out very well either. Goodness me. This is a grey, I think. It's not coming out very well either. So I'm just going to use my wipe here just to sort of see if that makes a difference. A little bit. At least it's a bit drier. Just a bit of colour, that's all I wanted was a little bit of colour. So I'm going to, got some elements here that I thought we could use just to play with, just to make it grungy. Whether I should do it over here in the middle maybe. Got these are all from a Minto book called Junk, if you're interested. Quite like it because it's got all these sort of grungy type elements. So whether that goes there or not, I don't know. Got a metallic book plate here, so I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to what's the word, use some ink to sort of get rid of the white. I don't know, I just feel that it should have something like this there, but it's not going to work, I don't think, unless it goes like that. That goes number. Bit big, that number, isn't it, for the thing. Quite the way, I like the way that's looking so far. Just needs a number, I think. I think that number's too big. So I've got some other numbers here. Not that one either. Got an ampersand. Nope. These are from a company called Uniquely Creative, which is Australian based, but they do ship worldwide. I'll put the link below. I'm just going to leave that there for a minute because I don't think it's going to dry because it's a bit wet, so I'll come back to do that in a minute. I've got some stamps to put on there as well. I'm going to put those things up there just for a minute. Put my stamps to one side so I know where they are. And I'm going to do the next one, which is geometric. So for geometric, I thought that I had this great big huge shape. I think it came from a birthday card that I had. And I'm going to trace around this geometric paper I have here. I'm going to create a different kind of pocket with my geometric shape. And the pattern on the paper is geometric as well, so I thought I would just do something a bit different. Because too big to go in a journal with this size. Journal's not, unless I do it horizontally. Suppose I could do that. So I would do something a little bit different. And I'm going to cut a little bit of paper for the bottom. there. Onto my pencil. About there. And just cut across from there. Hopefully this will work. I was saying what a waste of paper, Kate, because you're covering this bit over. But yeah, it's not something I probably would use normally. And I had it in found it in my stash. I think I got it from someone who I bought a whole heap of scrapbooking papers from, and I think this was in that collection there. So it's going to go there. So I'm just going to make sure it's nice and straight. No, it's not. So let's get my. It's going to be too wide for that. Of course it is. Oops. Oh, ruler. Here's my rulers. So I'm going to cover that up. It's still not straight. So I'm just going to do glue around the edges. And after my last failure, do I trust my punch again? Just a little bit of one. I think it should know. Should I use brown espresso? Why not? It seems to be my favourite colour at the moment. I like it better than walnut stain. And I like it, it's a different brown to vintage photo, so it gives it a bit of a darker edge, I think. I like it. So I'm been a bit busy today. I've had a few videos, so that's because I'd like to do them in advance when I'm well, because then I can have a bit of a break and do some other things that I want to do. So I don't necessarily feel like I've been sorting out a few bit of my boxes and put all my stuff in them and just go working out, am I going to use it or not? And reorganise them into something that's a little bit more manageable, putting things together that are the same rather than... I know some people are very clever and they organise all their stuff according to things. I never seem to do that, and I probably should. But sometimes I cross use stuff in terms of like if I think something is going to go in my industry book that looks a bit more botanical, I will, because I might have something in there that I like. Okay. So there's my giant egg. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to fold a pocket, so I've done that all wrong. Let's do... It's going to do this as a folded pocket over in half like that. I'll keep that for a pocket for another day. That's what I was going to do. I was going to do it looks more like a tuck spot more than a pocket now, doesn't it really? It's not how I thought it might work. It could do it this way. Let's do that. Fold that down there. Cut this off the top. you've got an opening, and then a little bit of a divot. So just even up my pocket. And I've got this other one now to match. It's got nothing on the back, but that's all right. I'll stick this one down to a piece of paper, so I'll put that in my stash in a minute. So I'm just going to ink that up. Oops. And have I got something to put in it? Not currently. I could make it a double pocket using this, couldn't I? Like that. Let's do that. It's going to be too big for a journal. A bit, so I'm going to have to cut off the sides. No measurement, just guess. There's no need to have it back on that after all now. Never mind. That's how I should have done in the first place. That was a bit of an interesting exercise because I stuffed that up really badly. So just to give it a bit of texture, I'm just going to put some of this plaster board stuff I got from Bunnings, just to give it a bit of interest. And because it is geometrical eye, I'm going to use one of these numbers again on there. Wrong colour, I think. One of these big ones. I'm going to take one of these. This is what I've been reorganising all my little things that I've got everywhere. Just to give it a bit of balance. Maybe should be on the side, maybe let's do it cut in half, Kate. Maybe that would work better. So I've got that one there, that one there, and that's the same sort of thing there. Can't use that. I've got the ticket. What have I got here? That's the wrong colour, I think. Got all these little elements that I've got from Minto, like I said before, in the Minto book called Junk. I tell you, I nearly forgot that word then. I must be tired. Can't remember stuff, but then I am getting older. Birthday's very soon. Oh, I can't think of anything to put on there. Just going to go back in there. Perhaps I could use one of these. it sort of goes. Just need to ink it up so it's not as white. Put it on the side here, or maybe on the underneath of that. Yes, let's do that. I put one glue inside this bottle, and I'm sorry I did, because I wanted to use the bottle and I couldn't get it out of the other container. So, and I'm sorry I did that, because I don't think it's as sticky as the one this is. That one's from Kmart, and I thought it was quite sticky, but then I put this other one in there. I can't remember the brand name because I got rid of the bottle. It just doesn't seem to want to stick as well. Now it's not going to work. The idea I had is not working. So I can just leave it like that, I think. Yep, just going to leave it. And that goes on the other end like that. But I could just do it. No, I'm just going to leave it. Leave it, Kay. Says her, trying to find something else to put there. And then now I can put something inside, like that, for instance. In there. And then something in this pocket. I'm just grabbing something that I've got here close to hand. I know it doesn't really necessarily go, but that's what it could be used for. So that's my geometric for Prompt 29 for my birthday. So I'm technically, well, I'm old enough now to get the pension on my birthday. 67, so a little bit of pension. So I've asked my husband to, I think I've told you, take me to some antique shops. That's what I'm going to do. So the next one is travel. So I'm going to leave that there so you can see. I don't like what I've put in there, but I'm just showing you. Use a better neutral. That's better. And that's blank. Oh, there you go. I think that one goes in there. Same colours. Okay. So there's my geometric pocket. Pop those away. And then so what I was going to do, sorry, travel. That's right, travel. So I'm just going to take this card that I found. I'm not too sure if it's from a collection or not. It's got this bit in the back. So does it that way around? They must go that way around. So what I'm going to do for that one is take my travel stamps. I don't have much else in the way of travel. Got boarding pass, but it's got boarding passes all over here. I'm going to do some stamping. If it doesn't come off, because these stamps are woeful with coming off. You must be a trick to it. I know you can wet them, but I don't know. Probably should have used the dark one. I should have used this one, espresso. So later in this year, my husband and I are going on an adventure. We're going to go to on a cruise, another cruise. This time up the Western Australian seaboard, because it's such a long way to go, and So we're going to go on a cruise and see some of the parts of the world we probably would never get to otherwise. Places like Broome. I don't know if you're an overseas person, you might not have heard of that. Broome is famous in Australia for its opals. Not opals, pearls. And when Broome was first doing things like pearls, because they were natural pearls, they had the Japanese divers. You know, I don't know if you know that there was free divers, and in other words they don't use equipment to do the diving, but I don't know, that's probably not the case anymore. It's probably all commercial and regulated and whatever. So yeah, but I think that's amazing. I really do, that people who actually did that, you know, like free dived to get their the opals. But I've got to work out which way around this one is. It says all that. So this one says explore inside there. I think I need a new block. So that'll be good. Discover. This one says discover. But I've heard you be very busy there, and buying an opal will cost a lot of money. If I want to, not opal, I keep saying opal. Why I keep saying opal, I don't know. Anyway, buying a pearl, a natural pearl, would cost a lot of money. So probably beyond my price range. But I tend not to wear as much jewellery as I used to. Ever since I got the shingles, because it's left me with sensitive skin on the upper part of my chest, and it's a bit hard to have certain things next to it, because it just gets a bit aggravated and sensitive. Well, that doesn't come out very well, did it? Let's try my black. So for me, shopping is hard, because I have to try and find things that don't aggravate my skin. Where the shingles is, because it's left me with what they call neuralgia, which means the ends of your nerves are a bit sensitive. Yeah. So that's going to be all I'm going to do for that one. Not very adventurous of me. Actually, let's see what I've got in this folder. I know. I've got something here, if I can find it. If it's still there. Probably put it away in a safe place. I had a card with my I've put it away somewhere safe. No, I can't remember. I had a card up here that had my Cunard stuff on it. There it is. So I could create it. I could have probably just created a little pocket for that, but I'm just, it actually goes, isn't it? Probably should have created a pocket. Oh, it's too big really. It's a shame. So I do have some other travel stuff, because back in this was brought out when COVID was on, and people were staying home and didn't go anywhere. trying to fit some of these things on if I can. I've got a cousin who lives in, she migrated to Australia, oh, I don't know, quite a few years ago now, 11, 12, maybe more, I don't know, it's hard to remember. And she lives in Sydney. It's very clever, comes with computer stuff. That's all I'm going to do for that one. Put those over there, put that up there, so out of my way. So there's my travel one. And have I got this one back dry? It'll do. So let's, where's my, I'm only doing this to get rid of the white. Because I don't think you should have white when it's grungy. Doesn't help if I left that, put that there, does it really? Sometimes it's hard to know what to talk about, really. I mean, my husband and I did drive across to Western Australia after I retired, and not after he retired, I should say, because I retired first because I had to, because I was getting sick all the time. And we drove across the Nullarbor because it was always something I wanted to do, and we'd never been to Western Australia really, and going across the Nullarbor was a really interesting experience. It took 4 days to get over there because we wanted to stop to see the whales at the head of the bight. So we saw the whales at the head of the bight, and that was great because we stayed overnight at the Nullarbor Roadhouse, which literally is a motel attached to a roadhouse, and stayed there, and then saw the whales in the afternoon, and then drove back to the whale place in the next morning to see them again. They weren't as obvious as they were the first day, which was, so I'm so glad we went the first day. Can't really see that clock anyway because it's too dark anyway. And it was so good to see them, it really was. No, I reckon that goes there, you know, but I'm going to have to put a number there first. And then we kept on going, and you have to stop at Euclid because it's just too far. You can't drive across from South Australia to Western Australia in one day. It's just too far, just way too far. Stopped at Euclid, and they have what's called Euclid time, which is it's different between South Australian time and Western Australian time, because Western Australia's a good amount of time behind us. I think it's an hour in normally, but during daylight saving it's more than that. And that was interesting trying to work out, because when you stay at Euclid, you have to let them know you're coming. You can't just rock up and expect a bed. You have to let them know you're coming and when you're going to be there and whatever. I think it's because they've got limited accommodation. And anyway, trying to work out the time we were going to get there coming home, because it was daylight saving. It was interesting, to say the least, because the time is just so different. So I'm not going to actually stick this down because I think that it needs a bit of reinforcement. I'm going to put some, because this is already dark, you can't really see them properly, but I can. Let's try some blue ones. And this is annoying me. Get that out of the way. But anyway, when we went to West Australia, we did talk about whether we weren't going to go up to Broome, and we decided it's just too far to drive there. And then you have to come back the same way you drive up there. Lots of people in Australia, when they do the whole grain nomad thing, they just do a loop kind of thing. They go from up the middle, across the top, down, and then back, or they go up the other way. But you just have to be prepared to take time to time. So going on a cruise would be good because this is involved. Okay, I think that'll do. This is probably not grungy enough, but it's grungy for me because I'm not really a grungy kind of person. Anyway, so this is 28 grungy, and I'm not going to glue it down because I think it needs a bit of reinforcement for the moment. And this is my geometric one. With the unusual pocket with the geometric paper. I'm going to have to put some things on there. And this one is for travel, so just basically decorated a pre-existing general card just to pop it in there because I don't have a lot of other things. Whether I'll put a border around it, I don't know. We could do that, or just leave it the way it is. I think we just might leave it the way it is. And I want to say thank you very, very much for joining me throughout Junk Journal January, because I'm not going to do the next one, Reflect. And I want to say thank you very much for all my supporters. Please just remember to give me a thumbs up, make a comment. That would really be wonderful, because I've got all these subscribers and I don't even know who you are, a lot of you. So please let me know who you are and introduce yourselves. That'll be lovely. Thank you very much for being here, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.